What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, right? Discernment, you know. But do you want discernment for them, or do you want discernment for them and you? And a lot of people don't get that part. I'm sorry. And what I mean by that is this. You're talking about, I was looking at somebody tell a story about how they asked God for discernment. And when they asked God for discernment, they prayed for it. And you got to be careful what you pray for. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So they got it. So they run into somebody, run into an ex. And now that they have discernment, they're seeing in their ex what they didn't see in their ex previously. Just a spirit of, lust and impulsiveness, basically. And what was a turn on became a big turn off. And I'm looking like, that's dope. Because I know that same story in a sense, because I did it myself when I was younger. I prayed for strength, and then I didn't realize what I was asking for, and I wound up going through a lot of hard experiences that ultimately made me stronger, but I didn't realize I prayed for it. I was like, what is up with this, and this? And that's what you ask for. You just, when you pray for something, you don't get to pray for how you get it or how it comes about. Lean not on your own understanding. It's a different understanding when you pray for certain things. Anyway, but what I was listening to when I thought of, the other thing I thought about in this scenario was when the lady was talking, I was like, you know what? We want discernment for other people. I want discernment so I can see what you're going to do, or who you are, or who you would try to be. Or I want to see your red flag so I know, to avoid you. Or if I know if you're a positive influence in my life or beneficial to me. It's like a selfish discernment. But what if you wind up getting discernment for yourself? And that becomes an issue, because the person, and I said this in a previous video, what if your biggest enemy is yourself, and the worst person's red flags that you ignore are your own? And now you put yourself in a position where you've asked for discernment and you've gotten it, but you had no idea that you have to look at you with the side eye. Because as much as we talk about being the best version of you, you have to know you in and out. And a lot of us ignore our own fallacies, our own bad ideologies, our own bad decisions, our own vices, our own habits. We become vampire hunters and seeing the vampire in everybody else. But when it's time to look in the mirror, we don't see that we're a vampire because we don't see our own reflection. And we can't, we're justifying not seeing it. Like, I don't see me over there. So it's, obviously I'm not a problem. No, that's why you're a problem, because you don't see you. That's exactly why you're a problem. But I got discernment. Yeah, but your eyes are wide shut to your own issues. And what winds up happening is we have a hard time accepting things. Like, I know who I am. I know. Do you really? Do you really know who you are? Because if you did, you would know that there comes a point where you're not being as forthcoming about how you enjoy certain vices that lead you on a downward spiral. You might not enjoy the downward spiral, but you enjoy the vices so much you're willing to accept it. And the only reason you accept it because you put it off on somebody else. And a lot of us don't deal with that. Like, man, the only reason I'm like this is because I can blame this other human being for things I chose to do before I met them, even if they are an accomplice in this. I was going to do this with or without them. This is who I am, but they don't know. So if they have if they've asked for discernment, can they see that I'm going to drag them down before before I actually do it? Or can they see that, man, I'm a sucker for being dragged down with people because, I'm looking for some type of validation and acceptance because I'm trying to find an accomplice in vices. So I'll go down, spiraling down with you. As long as since we're going down, you're going to spiral down with me too. But I'm going to leave it at that. So like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.